They are in love. The dragon slayer and the female dragon not only became more and more also loving, went out shopping and took a family photo. It turns out that the loving appearance of Roswitha were all to make Noah to enter the Xinxisi Academy because one of the necessary conditions for joining is that the child must grow up in a warm and harmonious family. To create this environment, Mother Dragon Roswitha decided to take Noah, Mang, and Leon to the Sky City for a trip and take a family photo. As soon as they landed in Sky City, asked Leon's father curiously, "Dad, why didn't you turn into a dragon just now?" Leon smiled. He said to himself, "My dear daughter, I'm good at killing dragons, but I can't turn into a dragon." And Sister Noah seemed to see Leon's embarrassment. She casually asked if he couldn't transform. As soon as she said that, Leon was instantly panicked. Finally, Roseweiser came to his rescue. "Your father's body hasn't fully recovered yet. He can't turn into a dragon form for the time being. He can't turn into a dragon until..." After hearing this, Xiaomuan looked at Liang worriedly and said, "You must get well soon." After solving the crisis of almost being exposed, Liang and Roseweiser took Mu-En and Noah. They walked into the city. Once they entered the city, wandered around excitedly. But Liang was lowering his head and shaking all over, which made Roseweiser mistakenly think Liang was seeing so many people might be a little scared and trembling. Thinking of this, Roseweiser looked at Liang. He joked, "The strongest dragon slayer. Are you scared?" Hearing this, Liang suddenly looked up, eyes shining, and said with full of energy, "I'm scared. Ha ha ha. I'm so excited. Do you know how tempting and second-class merit medals are? If I bring them back, I can get a lot of money." Seeing Liang's appearance, Luo Saiwish covered his head. Roseweiser thought I was overthinking it. Soon, Yaran Zhailang came to the best photo studio in the city, seeing the store full of various dragon photos. Xiaomuan's happiness was almost overflowing. "Sister, look, there are so many dragon photos." When Liang came in, he curiously asked Roseweiser, "By the way, aren't you the queen of silver dragons? Why do you come to the store to take photos?" "Because the dragon king of a clan can only command the dragons in Sky City belong to no one." Hearing this, Liang directly mocked Roseweiser. "Then your status as a dragon king is a bit low." Roseweiser directly stepped on Liang with her high heels. "That's better than your status as a hero." At this time, a senior photographer walked up to Roseweiser and said, "It's an honor for the store to take a family photo. It's the honor of our store." Hearing this, Roseweiser also politely replied, "Everyone says, Miss Selena, your photography skills are the best among dragons. It's our luck to successfully book you." Then Selena noticed that Liang didn't have a tail. "Your husband's tail, Your Majesty." And Roseweiser made an excuse for Liang again. "He doesn't like to show his tail. Let's pick a suit without a tail for him." Lothar was also helpless inside. He had been advising Liang to wear a fake tail before coming, but Liang always refused for dignity. Liang refused to wear it for dignity. Then it was time to change clothes. Mang and Noah were the first to change. They changed into more cute dresses. Then Liang came out in a suit. Seeing Liang so handsome, Selena couldn't help but compliment him. "The new king looks great in this suit. He must have been popular before." Liang was stunned for a moment and said, "The last time he wore a formal suit was at the school graduation ceremony." Then Liang turned to Noah, asking Noah what he thought. The arrogant Noah said coldly that it was hearing quite his daughter's compliment. Liang, they all happily touched the heads of Mu and "You look cute in dresses." Finally, Roseweiser also got dressed and came out. When he saw Roseweiser in his new clothes, Liang was completely stunned, and his face turned slightly red. Seeing Liang looking at her in a daze, Roseweiser asked Liang what was wrong. Liang scratched his head and said, "I just think you look great in this dress." Hearing the compliment, Roseweiser pouted and said, "I think it would be nice if you had a tail." Hearing this, Liang instantly turned his head away. "I'll never have a tail in my life." Then the two were interrupted by Xiaomuan. "Mom and Dad, come and take photos." Then it was time for the photo shoot. But when taking photos, Liang and Roseweiser, the feuding couple, both parted and were far apart. Seeing this, the photographer Selena said it was time to take photos. "Your Majesty and Prince, please come closer. And it's better to smile." Then a burst of clicking sounds came. First, they took a family photo. Then Mu-En and his sister Noah took a photo. Finally, Leon and Roswise completely let go of their minds. They took some perfect and loving photos. Even the photographer Selena saw it. They said they look like a couple. Anyone who has had a child with 1,000-year-old dragon, the mother dragon loves you, the more she will call you to her room in the middle of the night. And after a moment of hesitation, the brave Leon, he still happily came to the mother dragon's room. When Leon saw Roswise in purple pajamas, Leon felt a mix of joy and worry, saying, "Oh no, I'm probably going to be played with." It turned out that Roswise wanted her daughter to enter the academy smoothly. She had to take Leon and Moon and Noah to go shopping and play, and to increase the family's affection. Because in the assessment of the Dragon Academy, there will be a test of family harmony. After Leon and Roswise took the family photo, in the free time waiting for the photos, they planned to take the children to relax. Yuan was the happiest to hear that a nearby vendor happened to target children like Xiaomu, and the vendor first fooled them into Noah and Moon to play games, and Moon and Noah were powerless against playing games. Soon, Noah and Moon used up all their money on shooting games. Seeing that Moon and Noah were getting more and more addicted, he increased his efforts to deceive the children. Try more times, and they will definitely win the battle. The boss was thinking, today, he finally caught a big fool. Just then, Leon came over. When Mom saw Leon, he called him Daddy. But Noah couldn't hit the balloon, so he was angry and stayed aside. Seeing his daughter so angry, Leon took the initiative to pick up the pistol. The vendor's eyes lit up as he looked at Leon, and was secretly delighted. "What you can see, but I hope to lure you into the trap and take revenge for your daughter." After looking at the design, he asked Mom and Noah, "Do you want those teddy bears?" Noah answered arrogantly first, "No." Mom, who wanted to answer so yes, he had to answer under his sister's gaze. Mom, don't want it. But Leon still saw that Mom and Noah both wanted the toy. Then, Leon turned to the boss and asked for 10 bullets. Seeing that Leon was fooled, quickly changed the bullets for Leon. Leon held the pistol and started shooting, but the bullets all missed the balloons by a hair. Leon looked at the pistol suspiciously, while the boss was secretly pleased. "I did something to the gun. No matter who came, no one could hit the target." But soon the boss couldn't laugh anymore. After checking the pistol, Leon fired a burst, and all hit the target. This scene stunned Moon and Noah. "Great, Dad." Then Leon took the spoils from the boss and gave them 2 teddy bears. Suddenly, Roswise stared at Leon in a daze. He felt emotional. Although this guy is a bit unreliable, but every time he takes it serious, he always has a special charm. And Leon also felt lost with his gaze. Leon thought Roswise wanted a furry toy too. So he went back to the boss and started shooting again and got a big toy. But the toy was a bit big, which attracts children. The children on the road were begging their mothers for the teddy bear. On the way back, Roswise held the big bear toy proudly. "If I were to handle it, I would only advise Moon not to waste time on that childish game." Hearing this, Leon laughed and said, "It's just as long as they are happy. Don't you like this toy?" Roswise pouted and said, saying, "I don't want it." Leon used the 4-character mantra to ease the conflict. "Since we're here, we can't let you go back empty-handed." Roswise just said that. Didn't like this toy, but no girl. A girl doesn't like cute things. Finally, Roswise shyly held the big toy and turned her head away and whispered to Leon as she walked away, "Come to my room tonight." Leon was confused and thought he had heard wrong. Roswise went to get the photos and flew back to the castle. The night soon came. Leon was very punctual. He came to the door of Roswise's room. All the way, Leon was struggling with whether to go or not. This Roswise asked me to her room in the middle of the night. What else could he do? We are alone. I was a little scared. But if I don't go, I'll be quite uncomfortable. Finally, Under the domination of his desire, he resolutely walked into the room. As soon as Leon opened the door, he found that Lostwisher hadn't closed the door. When he walked to the bathroom, Leon found that Lostwisher was taking a shower. But the glass quality of the bathroom seemed that Roswise had already taken a shower. Leon was more certain that he was sure that they would do Leon was struggling with whether to do it or not. He left immediately, but just as Leon was hesitating, the bathroom door slowly opened. Lostwisher in purple pajamas walked out of the bathroom shyly. Seeing Leon in his purple robe, she felt happy and then painful. I'm probably going to be drained again tonight. Distressed a female dragon in front of all the dragons, and even made the female dragon look shy. I think Leon's good days are coming to an end. Seeing Leon's proud face after decompressing, Roswise gritted her teeth. Lostwisher almost wanted to do it on the spot, and Leon, seeing this, knew to stop. He immediately put on a serious face and thanked the dragons. It turned out that after Noah received, he was invited to speak on stage. The feeling of being the first in the exam, Leon and Roswise, a model couple. They needed to speak on stage, how to run a loving family. When she heard that her sister Ru and mother were going to speak, moved and danced happily under the stage. Then Leon and Roswise held Noah's hand to the stage. At this moment, Leon was already panicked and scolded the principal countless times in his heart. Finally, he had to bite the bullet and go on stage. Noah was the first to speak. The principal asked Noah a question. As the youngest student, but you got the first place. Do you have any thoughts to share? Hearing this, Noah showed a mature and stable side. He replied, Firstly, I want to thank my mother. When I proposed to come to school, my mother gave me a lot of support and affirmation. And then my dear sister, who has always been by my side. I'm very grateful to them. Looking at Noah, after thanking Moon and Roswise, Leon had a little expectation in his heart. But Noah seemed to dislike him at first. I guess she wouldn't talk about him. After thanking Moon and his mother, Noah. Then he said finally, I am most grateful to my father. He helps me review and prepare every day, and often stayed up late to prepare materials. I can stand here thanks to him. Hearing Leon, standing nearby, almost cried with emotion. After Noah finished his speech, the principal spoke. First, he praised Leon for being good at teaching children. Then he clapped his hands and said, Mister, your daughter is so grateful. You should show your gratitude. Leon stopped his tears and asked blankly how to express it. Of course, you should hug and kiss your excellent daughter. The vice principal said hugging is possible, but kissing, you don't want the enrollment ceremony. It will turn into a murder scene. Kiss her face, Noah whispered suddenly. Hearing this, Leon looked at Noah in surprise. Noah was angry and said, Kiss me quickly, and quickly ended this embarrassing moment. Leon quickly picked up his eldest daughter. In the cheers of everyone, in the astonished gaze of Lostwisher, and in the excited applause of Moon, he gently kissed Noah's cheek, very lightly and shallow. Noah could clearly feel Leon's caution and restraint, but Leon was also satisfied. After all, a month ago, Noah wouldn't even let him touch her. Lostwisher looked at this scene. He also breathed a sigh of relief. There were finally some signs of thawing in their relationship. Fortunately, I just said it wasn't a kiss. Lostwisher secretly rejoiced. What you fear will come, the vice principal suddenly said. Since you kissed your daughter, how could you forget your wife? Mr. Leon, perhaps in the interview 3 days ago, let Leon kill this old dog. It was a good choice. Lostwisher stood on the podium. He looked at hundreds of onlookers. In the public eye, Lostwisher had nowhere to hide. In a dilemma, Leon sighed helplessly. And then, to Lostwisher's surprise, you may not know that my wife and I are very reserved and introverted, even in front of our own people. We rarely show affection, but today, to live up to the honor the college has bestowed on our family, I'm going to make a bold and rebellious decision. Leon turned around at Lostwisher, who was almost petrified, and extended his arm. That is in front of all the dragon compatriots. Kiss my wife. As soon as he said that, the cheers and whistles from the audience never stopped. Everyone was filled with excited smiles. Come on, my dear wife. We are the happiest and most harmonious family. Right. Then prove it to everyone. Liang stretched out and made an invitation gesture. Ra's wife subconsciously took a step back and shook her head slightly, in a voice only they could hear. She said, "You would really kiss me in front of hundreds of dragons." Recalling that, although she and Liang had held hands, they had never kissed each other. Except for the day 2 years ago when they had sex. Not only did they have to also kiss in front of hundreds of dragons. How embarrassing this is. As Liang got closer, Ra's wife's cheeks became more and more red. Actually, he could have directly refused and then used the excuse that the children are here, that the children wouldn't make things awkward. But until Liang gently hugged her arm, she didn't explicitly refuse. Could it be that even she was looking forward to expecting that kiss? The next second, the light in Lo's wife's eyes was blocked, and then the kiss sound. A warm touch came from his left cheek, but only for a short moment. Although Ra's wife was a little scared, he could clearly feel that, in that moment, his heart rate soared to an unprecedented speed. The shadow in front of him receded. The lights in the auditorium shone on his face again. Liang took her cold little hand and smiled at the onlookers. This is the only extent. Everyone lost their father and mother. Moon so much. Clapped and cheered. While everyone was cheering, Liang looked ahead with a smile. He whispered, "It's comfortable and stress relieving." Ra's wife. If there weren't so many people Ra's wife really wanted to do it on the spot. He actually used me as a stress reliever. Principal the process was almost done and stood out to make a show. "Thank you very much for this year's model fam, for the laughter and joy everyone brought us. Please go down and rest." Liang nodded, holding the still shocked Lo's whiskers, and walked down the podium. Noah followed closely behind him. The enrollment ceremony proceeded step by step. About an hour later, the ceremony ended. Noah was about to start his college life. The family of 4 said goodbye at the college gate. Said a lot to his sister, but the core theme was only one: don't forget Moon. Noah would certainly meet all his sister's needs. Finally, Liang walked up to Noah, squatting down, keeping his eyes level with Noah. "I may have a lot to say. Do you want to hear?" Noah was expressionless, but nodded seriously. "Remember to eat on time. Don't be picky. Study hard. If you don't understand, you can ask me when you go home. And the most important thing, if you're sick, you must go to the school doctor. Don't be stubborn." Liang said a lot, but Noah was listening and remembering carefully. Finally, Liang turned his head slightly and said, "These are what your mom said when she was drunk. Told me she was embarrassed, so I did it for her. Finally, it's what Dad wants to say. It's very simple. Just be happy. Don't be stressed." Of course, Liang looked left and right. And then he leaned over to Noah's ear mysteriously. He whispered, "If anyone dares to bully you, don't worry about anything. Ask parents to deduct tuition fees. Just fight back. Dad will support you." Noah suppressed the upward corner. "You were like this when you were in school." "Yeah, but every time I finished the first half at school, I'm your grandpa. He would take me home and play the second half with me. But don't worry, when it comes to there's you, only the there first will be half. No second." Noah nodded and said, I will take care of myself."